Power stations are awesome until you accidentally ruin one. So we're going to go over the biggest mistakes that people make using their power stations, how to avoid them, and how to get the longest life possible out of your power station. This is a big investment. And just so I don't waste your time, I'm going to give you the top 10 list right now so you know what to expect. And there is a bonus tip as well, probably the most important and also the most overlooked of them all. Number one is humidity, storing it outside in an outdoor shelter, a shed, or even your garage. Humidity kills electronics. There's no getting around it.
This is important. It's not just humidity, but it's temperature swings. Warm air, cold electronics, and you get condensation inside the unit.
Things get corroded, contacts aren't making the right contact, and then you're up. Dry, indoors, that's where you want to keep your power station. Now, this is a bit of a myth with power stations that you can store these on empty. You can certainly deplete these 100%, but the problem comes when you're storing these low or on empty for weeks or even worse, months at a time. On one of my videos where we were addressing concerns about the EcoFlow, people were saying, geez, I had this for a year and had it in storage and then fired it up when I needed it to and it wouldn't turn on. In most of the cases, once we dig a little bit deeper, we find out that they didn't plug this in. They weren't keeping it topped up. The ideal storage is somewhere between 20 and 80%. And I realize there's a bit of a conundrum here because often people are using these in the event of power outages. So you want to have this charged up. It's when it gets down to that 10% and lower, just sitting for months at a time, it's not going to last as long as you want it to. Hello. Lithium batteries are not ideal for winters, especially not here in Canada. Now we are seeing a new generation of batteries, the solid state batteries that are coming out that will be able to deal with those cold temperatures a lot better. These are fine for short-term storage. There's no problem for leaving this out in the cold for a weekend or two.
Here's the thing about cold. Cold won't hurt it just sitting there, but charging it when it's frozen can damage the battery.
Bring this home with you if you're not using it and keep it in a dry, warm environment and keep it above freezing and you'll be fine. Now, this is where people start wasting efficiency every single day. There's two ways you can use these power stations. One is using AC power, which is basically the same thing as your household power. The second is using DC power, and we have a DC port here and some USB plugs at the front. And here's the difference between using AC and DC. With AC power, it takes power to generate that AC power. When you're using DC power, it's already there, it's usable the instant you plug in, and it doesn't require any extra power to charge your phones, your laptop, or your CPAP machine. Now let's talk about CPAP machines for a minute. I use one, and you can get a DC adapter for most CPAP machines, including the Resmed, which plugs directly into your DC port of the EcoFlow, and you'll be consuming less energy through the night using your sleep apnea machine. There's lots of 12-volt appliances available now, including 12-volt lighting, and that's the most efficient way to use your power station. This next one surprises a lot of people. There can be some awesome deals on Facebook Marketplace and Kijiji or wherever you're buying these things. And that's because a lot of people will buy them and then realize, oh my God, this wasn't what I expected at all. And you can get them for a sweet price. Here's the thing. You have no idea how they were being used. And the fact that somebody is selling it, usually, within a few months after buying it, probably means they weren't using it properly. Do you really want to buy a power station that you have no idea what the history is? And then worst of all, you call EcoFlow up when you're having problems and you say, geez, I have this 1-year-old power station and it's got all these problems. They don't know the history. They don't know what the previous owner did. Did he have this stored in his garage all winter? In the cold, in the damp weather? You have no idea. So yeah, you might save yourself a couple $100, but do yourself a favor. If you want to truly invest in a power station, don't buy used, buy a new one. It doesn't have to be the EcoFlow, whatever brand it is. You get the warranty with it, and that warranty is going to cover you for your issues, not for somebody else's. Overestimating surge capacity. Now the EcoFlow has a decent surge capacity, but the problem is people don't often read the specs properly and they plug their 700 watt microwave into a 1000 watt power station and lo and behold, it won't run it. And the problem is that that microwave may need a little bit more than a 1,000-watt power station can handle. So running a drill, running a heater, coffee maker, something that is close to the max, it's like getting a car, and yeah, your car can go 150 kilometers an hour, but not for very long. Same thing with these. Keep well within its capacity. If you're using power equipment, things with heavier draws, bump yourself up. This is your baby. Treat it with respect. Okay, this one is not necessarily a mistake, but it's something that I think a lot of people overlook. You buy your power station and you get it home and you want to plug it into your solar panels and it's, oops, it's like, where's my solar panel cables? And you realize that EcoFlow makes you buy those accessory cables extra. That's pretty much the case with most companies. Some are better than others. It's not necessarily a mistake that's going to kill your power station, but it just might kill your sanity and your serenity once you realize you spent $1,000 on a power station and then you got to spend another $200 on all the cables you need to run the thing. Buying based on hype. Don't listen to YouTubers, for God's sakes. It's very exciting when a new product comes out and everybody's talking about the new shiny thing, right? I kind of got sucked into that hole a little bit too. When I was first researching power stations, oh my gosh, I didn't know much about them and I started watching videos and you know, when I look at one guy's video and I think, oh my God, this is the one I want to buy. And then I watch a couple more, read a couple more reviews and realize, yeah, I think this guy was kind of full of poo-poo. So just be careful. Don't worry too much about the hype. Don't get caught up into that too much. Do your research, learn what these things can do and what they can't do. And then you always have to look at your own situation because it's going to be very unique to your own needs. Are you buying this to get through a power outage? Are you buying it to power up a weekend like I do up here at the cabin? Is it for RV life? There are different products for different uses. Often when new products come out, you're going to see a whole smash of videos come out, and I'm included in those. I like to review things that come out that are new, but I prefer to tell people what they can do and can't do, and I would never tell you to go buy something because it's the best damn thing in the world. Really assess your needs and buy on your own needs. I know that's obvious, but don't get caught up in the hype.
Never buy a power station at full price.
All of them have a regular price, and then they have their spring sale price and their Thanksgiving price and their Valentine's price and their Christmas price. It's a marketing thing that the companies do, of course. Buy it on sale. Updating the firmware.
Yeah, it's boring, but firmware updates can fix bugs, improve performance, and sometimes even add features.
A lot of people don't do these, and I forget every once in a while myself. But this is so important. Whether you have EcoFlow or another brand of power station, firmware updates are always coming, and it's always a good idea to keep your power station up to the operating level that those engineers behind the scenes are, they're always tapping away on their keyboards and making things better for us. Update your firmware and you're going to be a happy camper. Bonus tip from Clever Joe.
If you've made one of these mistakes, let me know in the comments. I've definitely made a few myself.
If any of these tips were helpful, leave me a like, share, hype the video, it'd be great, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Happy upgrading.